In today's video, we are going to explore best Paramahansa Yogananda's quotes about life, health, wealth, and happiness. Let's get started. A good rule in life is to tell yourself simply, what comes of itself, let it come. A smooth life is not a victorious life. A wish is a desire without energy. All creative scientists know that the true laboratory is the mind. Where behind illusions, they uncover the laws of truth. An artist doesn't really create anything. He just rearranges what is already there. Another qualification of success is that we not only bring harmonious and beneficial results to ourselves, but also share those benefits with others. As a mortal being, you are limited, but as a child of God, you are unlimited. Focus your attention on God, and you shall have all the power you want to use in any direction. As God is omnipresent in the cosmos, but is undisturbed by its variety, so man, who as a soul is individualized spirit, must learn to participate in this cosmic drama with a perfectly poised and equilibrated mind. As you find your soul reservoir of peace, less and less controversy will be able to afflict your life. Be afraid of nothing, hating none, giving love to all, feeling the love of God, seeing His presence in everyone, and having but one desire, for His constant presence in the temple of your consciousness. That is the way to live in this world. Be careful what you choose to do consciously, for unless your will is very strong, that is what you may have to do repeatedly and compulsively through the habit influencing power of the subconscious mind. Be inwardly ever newly joyous, like the ever-fresh laughing waters of a gurgling brook. Be kind to others, so that you may learn the secret art of being kind to yourself. Before embarking on important undertakings, sit quietly, calm your senses and thoughts, and meditate deeply. You will then be guided by the great creative power of spirit. After that, you should utilize all necessary material means to achieve your goal. Change yourself, and you have done your part in changing the world. Coercion or compulsion never brings about growth. It is freedom that accelerates evolution. Consider no one a stranger. Learn to feel that everybody is akin to you. Death is only an experience through which you are meant to learn a great lesson. You cannot die. Devote your entire willpower to mastering one thing at a time. Do not scatter your energies, nor leave something half done to begin a new venture. Do not take life's experiences too seriously, for in reality, they are nothing but dream experiences. Play your part in life, but never forget that it is only a role. Do your best and then relax. Do your best and then relax. Let things go on in a natural way, rather than force them. Each time a swarm of worries invades your mind, refuse to be affected. Wait calmly while seeking the remedy. Spray the worries with the powerful chemical of your peace. Environment is stronger than willpower. Every tomorrow is determined by every today. Evil spreads with the wind. Truth is capable of spreading even against it. Extend the boundaries of the glowing kingdom of your love, gradually including your family, your neighbors, your community, your country, all countries, all living sentient creatures. Faithfulness in the performance of small duties give us strength to adhere to difficult determinations that life will someday force us to make. Fear is born of the thought of failure when one is attached to success. Anger is born of frustrated desire. Fear was given to man as a cautionary device to spare him pain. It is not meant to be cultivated and abused. Feel body as luxury. As a bird feels when shooting through the air, and as a child does always, is help. Forget the past, for it is gone from your domain. Forget the future, for it is beyond your reach. Control the present. Live supremely well now. This is the way of the wise. Forget your dream-born mortal weakness. Wake up and know that you and God are one. Freedom means the power to act by soul guidance, not by the compulsions of desires and habits. Obeying the ego leads to bondage. Obeying the soul brings liberation. From joy, people are born. For joy, they live. In joy, they melt at death. Death is an ecstasy, for it removes the burden of the body and frees the soul of all pain springing from body identification. It is a cessation of pain and sorrow. Fulfilling one's earthly responsibilities need not separate man from God, provided he maintains mental uninvolvement with egotistical desires and plays his part in life as a willing instrument of the divine. God is love. His plan for creation can only be rooted in love. Does not that simple thought, rather than erudice reasoning, offer solace to the human heart? Happiness blooms naturally in the hearts of those who are inwardly free. It flows spontaneously, like a mountain spring after April showers, in minds that are contented with simple living. Happiness lies in making others happy, in forsaking self-interest to bring joy to others. Have the unflinching determination to move on your path, unhampered by limiting thoughts of past errors. Having lots of money while not having inner peace is like dying of thirst while bathing in the ocean. I have left a few paltry rupees, a few petty pleasures, for a cosmic empire of endless bliss. How then have I denied myself anything? I know the joy of sharing the treasure. Is that a sacrifice? The short-sighted worldly folk are verily the real renunciates. They relinquish an unparalleled divine possession for a poor handful of earthly toys. If the wrestler doesn't fight with stronger opponents, he would not become stronger himself. So when you face all your difficulties bravely with spiritual strength, you must become even stronger and more powerful. By conquering when you are tested, you will revive the forgotten image of God within you and become consciously one with the Father again. So we must remember to use our God-given strength to overcome our trials and thereby strengthen our inner lives. If you are in a dark room, don't beat at the darkness with a stick, but rather try to turn on the light. If you have a strong mind and plant in it a firm resolve, you can change your destiny. If you permit your thoughts to dwell on evil, you yourself will become ugly. Look only for the good in everything, so you absorb the quality of beauty. If you possess happiness, you possess everything. To be happy is to be in tune with God. If you want to be sad, no one in the world can make you happy. But if you make up your mind to be happy, no one and nothing on earth can take that happiness from you. If you want to be sad, no one in the world can make you happy. But if you make up your mind to be happy, no one and nothing on earth can take that happiness from you. If you have given up hope of ever being happy, cheer up. In that power of self-control lies a seed of eternal freedom. Intuition is a discriminative faculty that enables you to decide which of two lines of reasoning is right. Perfect intuition makes you a master of all. It is foolish to be afraid of death. Just think, no more repaired tires on the body vehicle. No more patchwork living. It is not your passing thoughts or brilliant ideas so much as your plain everyday habits that control your life. Live simply. Don't get caught in the machine of the world. It is too exacting. By the time you get what you are seeking, your nerves are gone, the heart is damaged, and the bones are aching. Resolve to develop your spiritual powers more earnestly from now on. Learn the art of right living. If you have joy, you have everything. So learn to be glad and contented. Have happiness now. Just as a wet match, when struck, does not produce fire, so a mind saturated with restlessness cannot produce the fire of concentration, even when one makes great efforts to strike the cosmic spark. Keep puffing on the bubble until it breaks its confining walls and becomes the sea of joy. Little stones that are pelted into the lake of consciousness should not throw the whole lake into commotion. Make up your mind that you will be happy whether you are rich or poor, healthy or unhealthy, happily married or unhappily married, young or old, smiling or crying. Don't wait for yourself, your family, or your surroundings to change before you can be happy within yourself. Make up your mind to be happy within yourself right now, whatever you are or wherever you are. Many people excuse their own faults, but judge other people harshly. We should reverse this attitude by excusing others' shortcomings and by harshly examining our own. Medicine has its limitations. Life force has none. Mind is the creator of everything. Never be petty. Do not feed resentments against anyone. I prefer good-hearted sinners to so-called good people who are intolerant and devoid of compassion. Being spiritual is to have an open mind, understand and forgive, and be friends with everyone. No action is ever an isolated event. Always, it invites from the universe a reaction that corresponds exactly to the type and the force of energy behind the deed. No matter what you are doing, keep the undercurrent of happiness. Learn to be secretly happy within your heart in spite of all circumstances. No one appears on our stage unless the director has placed them there for our benefit. Nothing is impossible unless you think it is. Nothing may truly be said to be a miracle, except in the profound sense that everything is a miracle. One cannot tell when he is going to be healed, so do not try to set an exact time limit. Faith, not time, will determine when the cure will be effected. Opportunities in life come by creation, not by chance. You, yourself, either now or in the past, including the past of former lives, have created all opportunities that arise in your path. Since you have earned them, use them to the best advantage. Peace is the altar of God, the condition in which happiness exists. People are so skillful in their ignorance. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. Persons of strong character are usually the happiest. They do not blame others for troubles that can be traced to their own actions and lack of understanding. They know that no one has the power to add to their happiness or detract from it, unless they themselves allow the adverse thoughts or wicked actions of others to affect them. Plain living and high thinking should be your goal. Learn to carry all the conditions of happiness within yourself by meditating and attuning your consciousness to the ever-existing, ever-conscious, ever-new joy, which is God. Your happiness should never be subject to any outside influence. Whatever your environment is, don't allow your inner peace to be touched by it. Proper visualization by the exercise of concentration and willpower enables us to materialize thoughts, not only as dreams or visions in the mental realm, but also as experiences in the material realm. Realize that enough hidden strength lies within you to overcome all obstacles and temptations. Bring forth that indomitable power and energy. Release for constructive purposes the power you already have, and more will come. Move on your path with unflinching determination, using all the attributes of success. Tune yourself with the creative power of spirit. Roam in the world as a lion of self-control. See that the frogs of weakness don't kick you around. Seclusion is the price of greatness. Since you are responsible for your thoughts, only you can change them. Sing songs that none has sung. Smiling away your troubles requires a clear conscience that harbors no insincerity. So long as we believe in our heart of hearts that our capacity is limited and we grow anxious and unhappy, we are lacking in faith. One who truly trusts in God has no right to be anxious about anything. Some people try to be tall by cutting off the heads of others. Strengthen your mind and refuse to carry the burden of mental and moral weakness acquired in past years. Burn them in the fires of your present divine resolutions and right activities. By this constructive attitude, you will attain freedom. Success is hastened or delayed by one's habits. It is not your passing inspirations or brilliant ideas so much as your everyday mental habits that control your life. Success is not rightly measured by the worldly standards of wealth, prestige, and power. None of these bestow happiness unless they are rightly used. To use them rightly, one must possess wisdom and love for God and man. Success is measured by the yardstick of happiness, by your ability to remain in peaceful harmony with cosmic laws. The germ of success in whatever you want to accomplish is in your willpower. The greater the will, the greater the flow of energy. The happiness of one's own heart alone cannot satisfy the soul. One must try to include, as necessary to one's own happiness, the happiness of others. The initiative to undertake your most important duty in life is often buried beneath the accumulated debris of human habits. The rejuvenating effects of sleep are due to man's temporary unawareness of body and breathing. The sleeping man becomes a yogi. Each night, he unconsciously performs the yogic rite of releasing himself from bodily identification and of merging the life force with healing currents in the main brain region and the 6 subdynamos of his spinal centrus. Unknowingly, the sleeper is thus recharged by the cosmic energy that sustains all life. The season of failure is the best time for sowing the seeds of success. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. The Spirit of God, I realized, is exhaustless bliss. His body is countless tissues of light. There are always 2 forces warring against each other within us. Thinkers do not accept the inevitable. They turn their efforts toward changing it. Those persons who have perceptive eyes enjoy beauty everywhere. Through every trial we grow, all suffering we experience has a meaning. Though it seems very cruel, it is like the fire that smelts the iron ore. The steel that emerges from that furnace is beautifully strong, useful for many purposes. Through love and sincerity, continuously beautify your inner life in every way by daily looking into the mirror of introspection. To be controlled by moods is to be a part of matter. If you keep your mind on the resolve to never lose your peace, then you can attain godliness. Keep a secret chamber of silence within yourself, where you will not let moods, trials, battles, or inharmony enter. Keep out all hatred, revengefulness, and desires. In this chamber of peace, God will visit you. To face death itself should not daunt you. Fear of death is ridiculous, because as long as you are not dead, you are alive. And when you are dead, there's nothing more to worry about. To fly away from problems may seem the easiest solution, but you gain strength only when you wrestle with a strong opponent. One who doesn't have difficulties is the one who doesn't grow. To work with God's happiness bubbling in the soul is to carry a portable paradise within you wherever you go. Truth is not afraid of questions. Untrained warriors are soon killed on the battlefield, so also persons untrained in the art of preserving their inner peace are quickly riddled by the bullets of worry and restlessness in active life. We do not always see the things that are nearest to us. We pass by riches that lie close at hand and chase after rainbows. We should pattern our life by a triangular guide. Calmness and sweetness are the two sides. The base is happiness. Every day, one should remind himself, I am a prince of peace, sitting on the throne of poise, directing my kingdom of activity. Whether one acts quickly or slowly, in solitude or in the busy marts of men, his center should be peaceful and poised. Weaken a bad habit by avoiding everything that occasioned it or stimulated it, without concentrating upon it in your zeal to avoid it. Then divert your mind to some good habit and steadily cultivate it until it becomes a dependable part of you. When you exercise your willpower, you release the power of life energy, not when you merely wish passively to be able to obtain an objective. When you learn to live for others, they will live for you. When you worry, there is static coming through your mind's radio. God's song is a song of calmness. Nervousness is the static. Calmness is the voice of God speaking to you through the radio of your soul. Wise guidance never violates people's free will. A superior who demands obedience of his subordinate should show respect for their capacity to understand, and also for their innate right to their own free will. With right attitude, life is very simple and very easy. Words saturated with sincerity, conviction, faith, and intuition are like highly explosive vibration bombs, which when you set off, shatter the rocks of difficulties and create the change desired. You don't know what is going to come to you in this world. You have to go on living and worrying. Those who die are pitying us. They are blessing us. Why should you grieve for them? You had to fight to get into the womb. Not only you, but many souls rushed to enter. And the ones that won are you and I. It was not an easy victory. You must not let your life run in the ordinary way. Do something that nobody else has done. Something that will dazzle the world. Show that God's creative principle works in you. You must stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. You possess the power of thought and the power of will. Utilize to the uttermost these divine gifts. Your part is to awaken your desire to accomplish your worthy objectives. Then whip your will into action until it follows the way of wisdom that is shown to you. Your success in life does not altogether depend on ability and training. It also depends on your determination to grasp opportunities that are presented to you. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these best Paramahansa Yogananda's quotes about life, health, wealth, and happiness in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.